Welcome back. This video I'm going to be going over GDB pretty printers. So we know we all write code, right? We all use a debugger. Many of us use GDB. And you know, you're just debugging and you just think, man, what if there was a way to just print my data structures in a less ugly way? I know we've all thought that before. Maybe not. But we're going to do GDB main. And actually, you know what? I have a GDB init file here, which I'm going to delete because just because we're going to break into main and we're going to run the program, step over and print our point variable. And as you can see, it is just hideous. I mean, it makes total sense and it's not like it's that ugly, but for the sake of this video, it's hideous. So what if I do print point or print p and it formats it in like a coordinate like this? Like what if it could just do that? Well, clicked on the right video. We're gonna be making a GDB pretty printer. So we're gonna go to our GDB init file just to make life a lot easier. These are our commands. If you don't know how to use GDB init, watch one of my previous videos. The link is gonna be, just search my channel. Anyways, we're gonna source our prettyprinters.py file right here. This is to tell GDB to look into this py file to find our pretty printer. We're gonna break in main and run just for our convenience. This is our pretty printers file. This registers a pretty printer based on whatever this function is. This function will take a regex collection pretty printer, create an instance of it, I think, and we can name it whatever we want. We can name it our printers. This is not really that relevant, but then we add our printer to apply to this structure, the point structure, and we have our little pretty printer class here, which inherits from GDB value printer. And all we have to do is change to string. By the way, val here, it's exactly what you think it is. It is whenever we pass in to p, this is val. So guess what we can do? We can access the members of val through, you know, traditional, like a dictionary in Python. So we do self val x, self val y. Now let's run GDB. Did I save it? Okay, sorry, I forgot to save it. Now if we hit next, do p, as you can see, our pretty printer told it to do exactly that. Basically format this as, let me put a little thing here. If some of you guys may not be familiar with Python, well, I expect y'all to be familiar with Python, but sometimes things get a little confusing. It's printing like this. The X value and the Y value right here, it's printing exactly that way because we told it to. And this is, this makes life a lot easier because, you know, we can have tons and tons of data structures that we just, like, some data structures are so complex, and like, for example, a hash map, right? You want to be able to have a pretty printer for a hash map. So it goes through every single bucket inside of the hash map and prints it out in a nice and pretty way. That's what I did. And for example, we could have our own little string type, for example, and a pretty printer for that. So whenever we print it, we know what's inside the string. This, of course, I don't go over everything like pointers and that stuff, how to deal with that. Honestly, I think it's not too difficult, but I think you guys can figure it out. But my job is to just introduce this to you guys. Well, not my job, but the point of this video is just to introduce you guys to GDB pretty printers. If you do want me to make a follow-up where I do make it for a more complex data structure, let me know. But just to get you guys introduced to this and like get your feet wet, I guess. A very simple example will do. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I know somebody might ask about this with LLDB. I don't know how LLDB works in this regard. I really only mess with GDB. Well, I do use LLDB, it's just less often. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.